Numbers chapter 15. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the Israelites and tell them, after you enter the land I am giving you as a home, and you present food offerings to the Lord, whether burnt offerings or sacrifices to fulfill a vow, as free will offerings or at your appointed festivals. You are to present with each offering a grain offering and a drink offering. With a lamb, prepare a grain offering of 1/10 of an ephah of the finest flour mixed with a quarter of a hin of oil. Also present a quarter of a hin of wine as a drink offering. With a ram, prepare a grain offering of 2/10 of an ephah of the finest flour mixed with a third of a hin of oil and a third of a hin of wine as a drink offering, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. When you prepare a young bull as a burnt offering or sacrifice to fulfill a vow, or as a fellowship offering, prepare with it a grain offering of 3/10 of an ephah of the finest flour mixed with half a hin of oil, and present half a hin of wine as a drink offering, a food offering, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. Each bull, ram, lamb, or goat is to be prepared this way. This is to be done for each one, for as many as you prepare. Everyone who is native born must do these things in this way when presenting a food offering as a pleasing aroma to the Lord. A foreigner residing among you, or anyone else living among you who wants to present a food offering as a pleasing aroma to the Lord, must do exactly as you do. The community is to have the same rules for you and for the foreigner residing among you. This is a lasting ordinance for generations to come. You and the foreigner ought to be treated the same before the Lord. The same laws and regulations will apply to both you and the foreigner residing among you. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and tell them, when you enter the land to which I am taking you, and you eat the food of the land, present a portion as an offering to the Lord." Present a loaf from the first of your ground meal, and present it as an offering from the threshing floor. Throughout the generations to come, you ought to give this offering to the Lord from the first of your ground meal. If you sin unintentionally and do not observe all these commands the Lord gave Moses, all the commands the Lord gave you through Moses, from the day the Lord gave them and continuing through the generations. And if this is done unintentionally without the community a sin offering, the priest will make atonement before the Lord for the one who sinned unintentionally, and they will be forgiven. The same law applies to everyone who sins unintentionally, whether native born or foreigner residing among you. But anyone who sins defiantly, whether native born or foreigner, blasphemes the Lord and must be cut off from the people of Israel. Because they have despised the Lord's word and broken His commands, they must surely be cut off. Their guilt remains on them. While the Israelites were in the wilderness, a man was found gathering wood on the Sabbath day. Those who found him gathering wood brought him to Moses and Aaron and the whole assembly. They kept him in custody because it was not clear what should be done to him. Then the Lord said to Moses, a man must die. The whole assembly must stone him outside the camp. So the assembly took him outside the camp and stoned him to death as the Lord commanded Moses. Tell them throughout the generations to come, you ought to make tassels on the corners of